Now this example is actually really nifty. It's nifty because we can actually use two different methods of solving this that we've already talked about. So I'm going to go ahead and show you both methods so you can kind of see which one you'd prefer. Now one way is with U substitution to say I see some sort of variable and I see that variable squared. And again, that's our clue that U substitution is a possibility. So if I let U be x to the negative first power, then that would mean that U squared would be x to the negative second power, meaning I could rewrite this problem as U squared minus 8U plus 7 is 0, allowing me to factor this as U minus 7, U minus 1, meaning U minus 7 could be 0 or U minus 1 could be 0. Therefore, U is 7 or U is 1. Now, in order to solve for x, instead of U equals 7, remember that U was the same thing as x to the negative first. And instead of U equaling 1, U was the same thing as x to the negative first. Well, what does x to the negative first mean? X to the negative first means take the reciprocal. How do we get the x by itself on the left? Well, one way to do that would be to take the reciprocal of both sides. Now the number 7 we can think about as 7 over 1. So when I take the reciprocal, I get 1/7. Over here, as I take the reciprocal of 1 over x, if you flip 1 over 1, you still got 1 over 1. So we get our two answers of 1/7 and 1. So that was one approach to solving this problem. Another approach we could take to solving this problem is actually to treat this like a rational equation. From the beginning to say x to the negative second means 1 over x squared. X to the negative first means 1 over x. So at this point, we could say fractions suck. Get rid of the fractions. Multiply both sides of your equation by x squared. So that puts an x squared into the top of every fraction. That gets me 1 minus 8x plus 7x squared. Or if I want to write this a little bit differently, I could write it as 7x squared minus 8x plus 1. And now I'm going to factor this as 7x minus 1 times x minus 1, so that either 7x minus 1 is 0 or x minus 1 is 0. So the x is 1/7 or 1. And so we can see that we get the same answer either way, whether we treat this like a rational equation or whether we treat it like a U substitution problem.